welcome. So I'm just working on a session right now. It's called Can't Explain. I don't know. I'm just trying to fill out this track and see where I can go to. I have a cool reference of what vocals I got. Let's see. So what I like to do sometimes is I like to have like reference vocals for like singers and just kind of to show them like how I want for everything to progress. So basically, I kind of like, for instance, if I'm writing with somebody it's another singer, I will show them a reference track, kind of like this with this vocal, which is really good. Oh, that's the drop. So like, they can kind of guess. So they kind of guess like the vibe of the track, and this track is kind of like, it's like EDM, kind of like popish. I don't know, it's weird, but I really like her vocals. So it helps for me to kind of finish tracks by doing this. Is like, finding a reference vocal and then kind of working the track around it. But luckily with this, it was kind of cool when I started this track. It was by just this melody, which is really cool. It's like a bass. And then it's got like this like reverb bass on it. Just to kind of give it more of a room. And then, what's this? Simple chords, very like chill. Kind of reminds me of like a track that Diplo made. I forgot what. I think with Mo or something. But yeah, I just like this track so far. So kind of right now, I'm just like figuring out, okay, which way I want to go when it comes to mixing and then like other stuff. So stick around and then see the progress. And I'll explain certain stuff. And if you have questions, let me know. Put them on the comments below, and then I'll do my best to answer them. But basically, joining me with the session. But yeah, this is how pretty much I work. I like really organize my shit, as you can see, color based. And then like my drums, I like how my drums all set up. And then like other stuff, like you see my kicks, like all these kicks. Like, yeah, fuck it. Since I got how you guys have here, I can show you guys what I've done. So this is my drums. So this is like the second drop. So at least the first drop, I kind of wanted to just very plain, very simple. And then this one, and then the second drop, I kind of wanted to have like some sort of a rhythm. Because I love my beats to kind of wave back and forth. Just kind of like, that's just my feel. I love how, music kind of takes you in movements. And with this, I feel like, this does a kind of a good job about it. So then with just a kick like that, but then you add everything together, it's like... So like this, we get the snare on the back and forth, but then when that third kick comes in, and pretty much this third kick is the same kick, but it's just lowered. Yeah, I didn't even do anything with it. So, this comes in the mixing process too, so you can also just mess with it as well. Like I can, if I don't like the tone, I can also, EQ it out. So it sounds a little bit lighter. Which I kind of like, but, I always like to listen to it with all the mix. So. Yeah, I'm not hating that at all. Nah, it's kind of fun when it comes to music production. It's like you basically trying to. It's like trial and error. You just see how things work, and what what feels good. Honestly, that's what music should be about. Just how it feels emotionally, physically, and all that fun jazz. Getting so deep session with Suge. Yeah, no, but seriously. Let's see. Hold on, I think I disconnected something. Let me figure that out. Let's see. All right. We are back. Let's see. Okay, cool. I accidentally unplugged my my fucking camera. Rookie mistake. All right, guys. We are back. Let me see. I'm gonna. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Try and post this on social media. All the fun jazz. But yeah, guys, I got a brand new episode of the Sugar Crave Show. I interviewed IK, and great guy, man. He's got good stuff. He's got a brand new track, Ajora, man. It's fucking dope. Really good track, good production. Going live. Sorry. Just had to post that. Yeah, man, he's got some good stuff. Just really good, production tracks. Freaking, man, dude, it just like he just comes out with great stuff. Like his, I came across from his stuff from when he made his EP, Life of IK, and his one track that I liked really a lot. It was called Alcohol. Great track, and man, it was just dope. So go check him out, IK. He's on Spotify, and he just got good stuff. It's Afrobeat kind of style, but dope shit. So, all right, let's get back to the fucking music. All right, so I'm trying to see where I can go. So I like it so far. Let's So you know what I really liked? Like I was thinking like, okay, so with the drums, that uplifter, like I like that transition, but I feel like it get a little bit better, if that makes sense. It's just like when you, I don't know, like as a music producer, you kind of listen to your track over and over so many times that some stuff that's like, it sounds really good. It just, I don't know. It just sounds like shit sometimes. I don't know why, but just going back. That could be cool to. Like maybe like a open hat. Trying to think like, you know, what I'm thinking of like, just something to add a little bit more tension when it comes up, like slowly. Let me see what I got. Actually, if Splice will open up, you know what? Fuck Splice. Splice always. I mean, I love Splice, but sometimes it takes a while to open up. Let me see. Open hat. Let's see what I got. This is the fun part about. Maybe that. Maybe. I'll explain. So basically, what I'll do is. Maybe on the. So basically, you'll do this. So just all the way up to the. All the way up to like. But it won't sound like that. It'll basically. It'll escalate to. So I'll grab like a. You could do this with anything. You could do. It's like a volume kind of elevation. I still kind of like, for me, I feel like it's too harsh that, so maybe I can take like the, what do you call it, the attack away, and then you do this. Cool. Let's see. I might have to. Yep, thought so. That's why sometimes I automation it tends to repeat. You copy and paste your shit, but. I'm not hating it. Definitely would like something better than that, but maybe I can auto pan it, so like pan it like left and right, kind of like crazy hard one side and same thing with the other. So I'll do like. But like, kind of, because that seems too wide. So, kind of like that. But I was thinking like maybe kind of like lowering it, so like this will be 29 and then 29. You know what I mean? Like it comes in like full in the middle. And that's what kind of like it just feels, because if it keeps going back and forth, it just seems repetitive. But it feels like if it's coming in, it's almost adds a little. Or we can do maybe the opposite. Let me see. Actually, yeah, I think the opposite would be kind of cool. So like, it'll go like middle and then wide. So at the end, but we'll see. We'll test out the middle first. So, sorry if you hear all the fans go in the background, because it's fucking hot right now in LA. At least where I'm at. Oh, wait. Sorry. Yeah. I was right. I was like, wait, what are we doing? 29. So it stays consistent. Yeah, I think it's a fun, cool trick to do this. Just adds tension. Cool thing to do. And then I think I think I did it too wide, but fuck it. We'll see. 'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath. 'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath. I'm not hating it. Maybe kind of do like a frequency shifter. It'd be kind of cool. Do that. Let's see. Just to kind of actually, let's not do that one. Let's do the fine. 'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath. Maybe a flanger as well. Just for like shits and giggles. 'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath. 'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think most likely do with this track is probably work with the effects section, so it'd be a little bit more intense than just like this riser. Yeah, because ultimately I'm like looking for kind of like a good send off, if that makes sense. You know, that's what kind of a build does. It kind of, you know, grabs the meat of it and then you kind of like send it off to, you know, to whatever, to the galaxy, whatever the fuck you want to do, like to make an impact. Because, you know, when the drop hits, you want it to be like, holy shit, that's crazy. You know, that's, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like a roller coaster. You know, you're going up the hill, da, 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 da. Then once it drops, boom, it's just like, it's a wild ride. So that's what's so kind of interesting when how drops or build-ups are revolving now. Like before, back in 2012, it used to be just a snare and, you know, and one sine wave going up an octave, but now it's like so different. You know, sometimes you don't even need a snare. You're just like, you know, you're just using, you know, effects. You're just using sweeps and stuff, which I like, man. Honestly, I think it's better than just kind of like, you know, 3, 2, 1. I mean, not to hate on that way. It just, for me, it just gets repetitive when it comes to that realm. 'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath. Yeah, if I try to find maybe, yeah, let me let's do it up there. Sweep. Let's see if that will come out. Oh, there we go. like literally sweeping. Oh, there you go. Medium. I might need a longer. Let's see. I'm trying to look for like a basic one. Like that might even do. Just kind of like, I'll just even use this. You know, play around with that. Kind of like that. And just like lower it down.
'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath. 'Cause I'm not yet. Don't you hold your breath.
See, that's not bad. Yeah, because without it.
'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath.
And then with it.
'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath.
Yeah, it sounds much better. Way better. Alright. So we have that. We might as well copy and paste it over there. I guess I'll show you what I did with the drop. It was kind of so cool. So basically what I did, I just grabbed a sample loop, reversed it. So that's, I mean, once I take off everything.
So I can see you.
So, you know, okay,
So I can see you.
that's the actual loop. And I just pitched it to the key of the song. Add some gem to it. Some little altar boy, which I love, love, love. That's like my favorite plugin. Let me see. EQ'd, lowered some like hissing, put a little SUGA effect. So basically this is chorus and it just kind of muffles things. It's really cool. It's like a good modulation thing that I did. And then glue compressor, which I liked. And I don't think I used this halftime actually. Let's see. No, I didn't use it, so I could delete that shit. And so then reverse it. I mean, it just sounds cool. It just sounds very unique. It doesn't sound like you got it from a synth. It doesn't, it sounds different, which I love. I think it's the coolest thing to do is just, grabbing audio and, manipulating it and just kind of fucking it up, basically. Just fuck it up and just create some cool shit. Like, that's how I work, There's some people, not to judge, some people, they love their synthesizers and that's how they do their stuff. But me, I'm like, I'm not really, I don't know how you say it. Like, I'm not really a sound designer. I'm more like, I hear a cool melody and I guess it is sound design because I'm fucking it up and, changing it around and sound designing when it comes to, the way I want it to sound like. But I mean, like a true sound designer, that's like, they grab a synthesizer and they use, all the envelopes and stuff. Me, I'm still, learning how to do that. And, I like it too, cause it's fun. It's really fun, to grab silent and make, learn how to make a snare, those are the first things you kind of learn when it comes to music production is just like, how do things work, how do things sound like, and it's one of those things I love doing. especially with other people's music. So
'Cause I'm not
so yeah, that's basically dropping. So there's this dry lead, which is this, and then I have. Let me see. Oh, I thought I had other stuff. Let me see. Oh, I think these are different melodies I tried out. Yeah, I tried like different melodies, but like at first I was like, you know what? Let me stick it around. It's funny because usually like the first one is the one that you usually go for. Like, you know, when you make a bunch of sounds, you're like, oh, I'm trying to go for this sound. You eventually go back to the first one because the first version you made, it was just so effortless, and it kind of stuck, you know, stays with it, you know. But here you can see I was like just trying too hard, and um that's the shitty part about music production too. It's just like you're like trying to figure out, okay, what's the perfect fucking sound that will make people crazy. And honestly, it's just, you know, the first one that you do, and it's actually fine if it fits the track and makes you, you know, vibe with it. Then I think that's all that matters, really. So and then like right here, I kind of like cut it up and like. So I think I'm probably gonna leave it that is, cause for me I like to kind of give the singer some breathing room to kind of like explore what they want to do when it comes to like the break and then the second verse. So for instance, maybe they want a little bit more room with their vocals, so I'll keep it minimal. And then when I get the vocals back, then I'll start adding some stuff. So like for them, I basically want them to visualize this track and just kind of like, you know, this is what the vibe I'm going for with like the horns. And then you start adding more drums, kind of be like, alright, change your shit up.
'Cause I'm not finished yet. Don't you hold your breath.
So yeah. What just happened? Super, super weird. I don't know what the fuck happened. Um. I like that part. It just kind of like sends it off. So, so how I'm constructing it, it's basically, you know, intro, verse, chorus, or the hook, then like drop, drop, break to kind of give like the listener like, or just another transition. I don't even know I might keep that or not. You know, sometimes I'll just even go straight to the verse too. But then, but I like kind of giving like a kind of like a cool off, because like sometimes like, you know, if you go from a drop and then you hit the second verse, it's like, whoa, okay, you know, slow the fuck down. It's just, I don't know, just for me, I like to kind of give it a little cool off, but also I like to just jump it back in, or even like break it and like do another drop. There's some like crazy like a lot of like dance tracks too that they'll go from like drop to, build another build up, and then the second drop, and then another build up, and then the third drop, and just like, holy fuck balls, like chill the fuck out. But hey, if you're on the, if you're getting wild, fucking might as well get wild. But so then break verse 2, chorus. But I don't know if this is gonna be like the whole fucking chorus. You know what I mean? That's what's so great when you try to like organize everything. You have like a singer that comes in there and just kind of like, figures it out themselves too. Like you can like, at least when I work with other singers, I kind of like, okay, this is the realm I'm kind of going with, but you could take it how you want it, how you want to go for it. If you want to extend it, sometimes I have to extend it like double this, extend it out so they can get the whole, like their whole rhythm, their whole, the whole idea of it. So, which I love, because then it gives me more room to play around with and just kind of giving their, giving their best performance, right? Because ultimately, as a producer, you're trying to get the best out of your, your artist or whoever you're working with. And there's a lot of people that, or at least a lot of producers, they don't think that. They just like, oh, this is the way I want the track to be. Of course, I mean, that's the job of a producer. You're trying to, instruct everything, make sure everything kind of goes right, fits perfectly. But sometimes you kind of have to wiggle shit around to fit your artist. And, at least if you're flexible and I don't know, just for me, it kind of gives you more, it looks like you're willing to be, work with the artist rather than, the artist is working for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a different feel and different vibe in the studio too, because you can be an asshole and then the session being awkward as fuck, which I thankfully I've never been to that situation. Usually, even before I get into the session, I have like a video conference. I'm like, like, let me just fill out this artist and see if I even want to work with them. Because before I wouldn't. I honestly would just be like, yeah, let's work together. And now I'm like very selective, and I just kind of work with only certain people, and just because people I vibe with. And I think that's important too. Just kind of work with people that you want to work with, instead of just who you should, or who you should, because sometimes who you should doesn't feel your vibe, and the vice versa. So yeah, let's get back to the music. Fuck, I'm just getting deep in this shit. I'm trying to get that popped out. It's a really cool. Let me see. I just got the fucking subscription to Slate, man. Shout out to Slate, Steven Slate, man. He makes great fucking shit. What I got? I got their subscription to. I've been wanting to buy their stuff, so luckily I can just now try it. Just move away from the camera. The one thing I wish you can do is resize this. I wonder if you can resize this. Apparently not. Fuck. Alright, okay, so cool. Cool. Let me do the compressors. Ooh. Okay, now I know what I want. I want the distress. I can't spell for shit, guys. There you go. Oh, because they don't have it as distressor. So this is emulation of the distressor, which is the greatest compressor ever. If I can afford the real one, I would. It's this shit, but Steven Slate made like something that's so close. Um, I don't know why my camera tends to do this. Sorry, guys. Fucking camera. I gotta get one of those like cameras that don't. I don't know, man. I'm like using the Canon, but it turns off, or I don't know if it got unplugged or some shit. Super weird. But okay, so getting back to it. Ooh, there's this preset called aggressive, and it's like that's without it, and then with it. So meaty. You could just feel the top end just down. And just like, okay, let's see. I kind of like this one, this fat and warm, cause like I like the aggressive, but it might be too snappy. Let's see. Let's hear it in the mix. You know what? I kind of like the aggressive one. I don't know. It just sounds a little bit more snappier. I don't know. You guys let me know. Let me know in the comments below. I think it sounds a little bit better, a little bit snappier. So you can see, this is literally like the same bass loop, but I kind of like, because if you listen to the first version, but then you go the just very short and kind of it sounds different. It sounds less repetitive. So that's a way you can do it with samples and not do it MIDI wise. You just kind of you shorten the sample. I learned this from who did I learn it from? There's a guy on YouTube who made I forgot his name. He just he does really good YouTube videos of like how to make pop music, and he was I forgot his name, but great guy. Go check him out. I watch every video. He's really fucking good, and he just shows like it's when you do the verse, the bass keep it short, but then when you go on the chorus or the drop or the hook, the bass note should could go longer. Just and from there I was just like, okay, let me try that, and it's helped me with a lot of my production. Just sounds less repetitive, sounds different. Just even adding little stuff like that, it's crazy. Just even just it could be the same fucking MIDI notes, but if they're shortened, it just sounds different and complete and fresh, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. especially when you start like me. I produced for a crazy amount of years. I mean, not crazy. I'm not, 8+ years, and something like that. Just you just don't think of it until you see it and you actually do it in your production, which is great. That's why you got to do that. Everybody should fucking do that. Just even just try it. So you see, always research, always look up to videos, and it'll just help you. I'll show you guys this. It's a cool little thing I made. So when I do my transitions, I like to have it extended a little bit longer, and it's hard with reverb, or it's hard to sometimes with with other stuff, even trying to make an extension with the actual sample, like let's say you want to extend it and you just copy and paste. At least some tracks can do that, not like that, but like what I mean, like, so it's like but what I've learned, which actually I made, because I was like, I want my crashes to linger longer, or my sweeps, or just my transitions. So I made this like crash extender thing with, so first it's the dry signal, so it's just pure, it's just the signal. And then I did like a delay, reverb, long reverb, and then a quarter note delay, so it extends louder, extends further, so you listen to the actual sample. So even right here, it's still kind of like, it just gets from right here compared to like the the original sample. Very in and out. We'll just listen to it in the track. I mean, it works. It doesn't sound too bad, but for me, I just liked it. You know what I mean? It just sounds a little bit cleaner. It's just not abrupt. It just sounds, it just transitions smoother, and I like it. So, just do that. Just basically, you just have a dry signal, and then you have another one that has a delay and reverb going first, and then delay afterwards, and then you just modify the dry and wet. But the reverb's always going to be wet, and then the delay, I would probably go no more than 50%, if that. I usually just go 40%, and then it just extends it longer, and it just sounds good. It just sounds cleaner and stuff. It's a good tool to do. I mean, that's what's so fun, man, to actually make your own tools and make you work faster and not harder. I do it all the time. I make racks just to make myself work faster, because ultimately that's creativity. I can't even talk right now. Creative things sometimes they stop when you're focusing on something too hard, right? So instead of like you working, faster, or not saying if you work faster you're gonna get all this gems and stuff. No, not at all. But sometimes when you're not stuck on something and your creativeness is stuck, getting used so much in one thing, you can now, when you have these tools that make you work faster, and you know exactly, how you want it to sound, and with the tools, it helps them like right then and there. You don't have to keep, you know, doing the same things, putting EQ and all that. But when you have a tool that has all the perks and stuff, and it just makes you work faster, and just like, at least for me, this helps me, with my creativeness, to work faster. And I don't spend much time. I don't get too bothered by it, and I'm not bored of the track, because that's one thing I struggle a lot. Sometimes I'll work on it, like, this track is pretty much done, right? It just needs the lead vocals on it. But I've been on and off of it for like several months. Just, but I made this track in one day, just all, pretty much done. But I let it sit for a couple months because, I got so bored, and because of the tedious stuff of, like, even just, building that, making those hats for that build up. It's just, sometimes you just take breaks from your track, and that's fine, man. That's fine. You don't need to be on your track all the time. You can take breaks from it, because you come back and you're like, oh man, I got a fresh new idea. Sometimes you change up tracks like completely, and it works for the best. So I was thinking maybe doing like a kind of a short sweep right there. So it's like kind of like that. Let's see what we got. See, this is like half the time you be doing with the, in the track. You're just looking for samples, or trying to find the perfect sound preset. Um, Maybe that. Something like. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds better. Because it cool, kind of give a good transition. So just like, because without it, yeah, I like that. Like it. Actually, I think I will, because I feel like it's a little. You mean I like the sound, right? First of all, it's clipping like a motherfucker. Uh, Uh, yeah, I just think the bass was just getting too much. Like, it sounds good right there. So like that sounds good, but like in the drop it sounds almost too much. Show you what I'm doing. Yeah, I just think the attack of it's a little too aggressive in the drop. I think that sounds fine. Yeah, that sounds better. Because I do like the attack of it, but when the drop comes in, it just sounds too aggressive. Sweet. Alrighty then. I think I'm gonna call it good, guys. But yeah, this is one of my tracks. It's not out yet. Hopefully in the future I can find somebody to do a top liner. Yeah, I'm excited. So this is kind of my production, how I usually do it, how I organize it, how I work. I'll have to do another session just completely raw and just like show you guys how I construct a track. But thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.